Hi, welcome to another Orlando Obsession, and it's time to talk about Galaxy's Edge. I've just come back from Disneyland, spent 3 days around the Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland, and I've been very excited about Disneyland, and I've been very excited about visiting Galaxy's Edge, the brand new Star Wars expansion, huge expansion to Disneyland. But before that, in this show, you could win a Orlando Obsession goodie bag with magnets and pens, and you get a little survival kit around the theme parks. And all you have to do is, in the comments below, leave the time that your little hidden Mickey pops up. Now, it's not Mickey Mouse. I know you might be thinking Mickey Mouse, but no, because that's a copyrighted character and Mickey does not like it. It'll be Mickey Jackson, Mickey Rourke, Mickey Rooney, some other Mickey Fleetwood,
Mickey Cunliffe.
will be popping up somewhere during this video. Leave the time in the comments below and you could win.
Now, I didn't visit Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge.
No.
However, I'm also not a Star Wars fan.
I am.
What we've talked about so far doesn't fill me with excitement. Now, I was really excited, and I'm hoping it'll have the same effect on me that Pandora did. I couldn't have been less interested about Pandora.
But it was amazing.
But it is absolutely beautiful.
So here's the problem. It's quiet there. Apart from in the morning, the queue reaches 3 hours for Smuggler's Run, which is the Millennium Falcon ride, first thing in the morning. Then it very quickly dissipates to about 30 to 40 minutes after a few hours.
Which is unheard of.
It's so bizarre.
For a new land.
Yeah. So there are several problems. One, the park is quiet because annual pass holders have been blocked out. Now, Disneyland is very popular with locals. Doesn't have the tourist crowd that Orlando does. And with the annual pass holders locked out, that means it's only got about half its regular audience. A lot of people, I am certain, are staying away because they expect it to be slammed there because brand new Star Wars Land. So the casuals who want to go on the new ride are staying away because they aren't that bothered by Star Wars. They're looking forward to it, but they'll go when it's a bit quieter.
My perception is that every day is going to be like the first day. So we've watched vlogs.
Yeah.
No, we've watched
loads of them.
People going in, and there's hundreds of people queuing to get in.
It's not
and
like
that's
that.
how I expected it to be. But from videos I've seen,
it's really quiet. You can. When they planned it, they had to pre-book everything. There were boarding passes. The queues were hours long. That lasted 3 days, and after that, it just became quiet. The other problem, fan fatigue. I think Star Wars is a little bit more Star Wars. I think Disney have dipped into the Star Wars well a little too often with, dare I say it, less than perfect content. Unlike the Marvel stuff, where every film seems to be getting better and better, people are like, these aren't very good. They aren't really into the new Star Wars stuff.
It's almost like they're churning out any old movie.
Yeah, to
and
capitalize on
because they're
it.
sticking the word Star Wars on it,
Yeah.
they think people are going to turn up and people are going to watch the movies, and they're not.
I agree. And then there's finally the real... I don't want to say nail in the coffin because I think Disney can fix this. But here's the biggest problem. And you can ask yourself this. Batuu. Batuu is the name of the place in Galaxy's Edge. The made-up spaceport. Do you care? Ask yourself, do you care that it's Batuu? Or, like me, are you a bit, don't know what that is, but okay, it's Star Wars, so I'm sure it'll be good. Because honestly, what's Batuu? It doesn't mean anything. It's a made-up place. It isn't in the films. It isn't in the books, as far as I know. Now, the theming is incredible. What they've built is stunning. It's another level of brilliant. Everything we said it was going to be, it is. It's amazing. The cast are all in characters. Savvy's workshop where you make the lightsabers are amazing.
What did you say?
And that's the other thing. You can't call them lightsabers because they're illegal. So you have to, because the stormtroopers will have you. They're just scraps, so you've got to keep them hidden. Everything's in character. It's wonderful. The characters are great. But it's just a Star Wars-ish place. If it had been Endor or Hoth, or Tatooine, or somewhere that we know, it might have been different, but it's not. It's some other Star Wars place that's got no lore and no history, and I don't think the fans are buying it.
Do you think that it's not Tatooine or any of those other places you said because they were afraid of the criticism from really hardcore fans.
Maybe, and they wanted to make it canon, they wanted to make it fit in the timeline, and so there isn't really anywhere on Tatooine where they could do, well, they could have, I guess, they could have made it Tatooine, but there is, they wanted to make it a new place, like a self-contained place, which, when I thought about it, I think, oh, well, that makes sense, except that nobody wants to go to a place that you're not familiar with. We want to go back to our memories of Star Wars, not something else.
Do you think we should give it a chance until the Star Wars Hotel opens in Orlando? Maybe they're together. Are they going to include Batu in future films?
And this is where I think they could save it, is if they get that, is at the moment there's only one ride there, and it is painfully obvious because, and this is the major problem, the one ride that they do have, Smuggler's Run, it isn't that good. Don't hate me, but it isn't that good. It's just a video game, and I've got really good video games right there. And the worst part of it is unless you're the pilot, you don't really get to do anything.
Obviously, I haven't ridden it. I'm not great with simulators anyway, but I've heard that it's
stunning. You're inside the Falcon, the chessboard is there, the theming is incredible. If you do badly, the Falcon is broke when you get off. There's all smoke coming in, the panels have collapsed. The cockpit, it's got all the buttons lighting up, and it's like when the hyperdrive fails, and all of the good stuff is right there. And I was desperate to be loving it, to be.
You wanted it to be.
Oh, so and I feel if you went on that ride with a bunch of Star Wars fans, it would be amazing. But if you go with people who aren't really into Star Wars and don't know how to play video games, it's not even so bad. It's funny. It's just this sucks. So that is it. That is my it breaks my heart to say this because I was so excited. You look at some of my previous videos before I went about how excited I was, and I'm such an optimist. I will really see the good in everything, and I did have a good time. But I was so disappointed.
You wanted it to be better,
and it could be better, and they were that close to being perfect, and instead, wah, wah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this hasn't upset people too much.
Let us know what you think.
What do you think?
I'm excited to see what people think, or people that have been, that haven't, that aren't.
Perhaps you had a fantastic time. Let us know. Leave it in the comments below. As always, if you want to see more of this sort of content, then hit that subscribe button and smash that alarm bell, or just click it. It'll work just as well. Popping up over there is the last show we put out, and below that is the one YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much. We shall see you in the very next show. Bye-bye.